So our new Cracking Discoveries campaign is a campaign we've put together with Alex James, blur bassist turned food columnist, foodie, farmer, cheesemaker, and absolute kind of expert on great combinations that we think can provide terrific inspiration for anyone looking for a lighter alternative at lunch. He writes, pretty insightful food comments in both the Sun and the Telegraph. He's got a fantastic kind of background in farming. He makes terrific ingredients, and he's just bubbling full of ideas on what we could do with Jacobs. I was really astonished in talking to him as to, the man was just overflowing with thoughts, and you could combine this with that and it would be great with a Jacobs cracker, and it adds a little bit more modernity to our brand. We do want people to see Jacobs as a modern product, something that can be part of their everyday lives, absolutely not something that your auntie just pulls out at Christmas. So the campaign will be digitally focused, really around our social media channels. So it'll go out on the usual suspects: Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, etc. Obviously we'll be investing behind that to make sure that we reach a broad range of the right type of consumer from a psychodemographic point of view. We know there's a lot of people out there that are frankly just bored with bread, bored with the sandwich lunchtime. It doesn't mean they want to give up bread, it doesn't mean they want to never eat bread again, but if we can provide an alternative that 1 or 2 days a week, particularly when they're in home, that can be a lighter alternative to bread, we think that doing that online, doing that digitally, in very short bite-sized chunks for people can be a terrific way to provide them with a little bit of inspiration and alternative for their lunchtimes. What we're looking for it to do really is to just provide a little bit of inspiration, to give them just some alternative ideas that are really very, very easy to prepare. We're not looking for something here where people will have to spend 15 minutes getting ready for lunch. These are things that can be prepared in 2 or 3 minutes, if that. So we want to make lunchtimes easy, but we want to make them a little bit more exciting, a little bit more inspirational, a little bit more different. I'm as guilty as anyone else of just reaching for the same thing every lunchtime. So I absolutely empathize with the notion of, if only I could have something a little bit different. We want to try and help plug that gap. We've obviously overhauled our advertising in the last 6 months, not even 4 or 5 months, and we're seeing a really terrific response to our new Cracking campaign. This Cracking Discoveries social and digital campaign is an extension of that, and as we go forward, the plan is to invest more and more behind the campaign, both in traditional media and in different forms of digital, social, mobile media. But really continuing with what we are seeing is working right now. We've got a very clear task. We want to move Jacobs from being a trusted brand to a trusted and loved brand. I'm not saying it's not loved at all right now, but we know we can do better in that regard. We want to play much more strongly on people's emotions when they think about Jacobs, and we think we've got the vehicle to do that. And our intention as we go forward, given the growth that we've been seeing, is to continue investing and indeed to increase investing.